Go.
Hi, Ash.
Hey, Fiona, how are you?
Feeling Christmassy?
Very Christmassy with your massive
Yeah,
Christmas tree behind you.
I know. I could, I feel like I'm ready for Christmas now. I haven't bought any presents yet, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I have ideas.
I love it.
That's
I
a
love
good
it. I've actually
start.
bought mine. I'm ready to go. I'm like all ready to go.
Oh, typical.
I bought mine in
Typical.
November.
I have a couple of days off and I'm just going to blast it. I know what I need to get. I just need to get it. So anyhow.
So what are we talking about today? What is today's topic?
Yeah, I think trusting your mortgage broker. I think obviously we're going to be asking you for personal information, and we've changed our process recently to make sure that you know exactly who we are and what we're going to ask of you. We've decided that you can either book in for your usual 45-minute strategy call where we are going to ask you personal information about your income, expenditure, outgoings, go through the whole mortgage process. It's a very detailed, in-depth chat that we have. Or you can book in for what we're calling a 15-minute meet and greet. So you might not be ready yet, might be early stages. You're trying to find a mortgage advisor who you trust and you get on with. So book in for a 15-minute chat with us instead, so you can just learn a little bit about the company, what we can do, and you get a feel for who I am, because I'm going to be giving you the advice at the end of the day.
And what's motivated you to look at that? Because I know that that seems quite a unique way of looking at it. You know, this idea of a 15-minute. Is that being that you've seen more and more people maybe not ready to potentially act right now because of what's going on in the market, and that they just need to kind of find somebody that they know they can talk to in a couple of months' time? Or is that something you're noticing?
Yeah, I am. I'm finding that I encourage people to find a mortgage broker before they've found their dream home. You've heard this before on previous podcasts that we've done. I encourage people to speak to mortgage brokers as soon as possible. But the flip side of that is you might not really be ready to divulge all your information. It is an interview process. You need to find you. I've spoken to clients before who have said, "Oh, I have a mortgage broker." Okay, are you happy with them? Are they performing the way you want them to? Oh, well, actually, no, we did speak to them, and I'm not actually even sure what we can borrow. Or so it's an interview process. You need to interview me. I need to interview you, and we need to make sure we're a good fit for each other moving forward. You might not be ready yet to buy a house. You might just be considering your options. So have a 15-minute chat with a broker to see if we're going to be able to provide you with what you want.
I mean, these calls, are they over phone, Zoom, face to face? What is it that how do they normally take place?
I always prefer Zoom and face to face, to be honest with you. I think you get much more of a feel. Phone does the job. We will do it over the phone. But I do think you get a bit more of in their personality when you can actually see them. When I do
Yeah.
Zoom calls, sometimes, there's a couple, and did one the other day, their little boy was poorly, so he was sat there as well. So I got to see him too. And you're just learning a little bit more about people when you're actually seeing them in their environment.
I like that. I think that I always love. I mean, I love a bit. I'm a Zoom guy, and I love face to face. When I was an advisor, I'd always do face to face or Zoom, because I think that there is for the client perspective as well. You can show them things. You can bring things on screen. You can make it's a lot more inclusive. So I think that's a really cool idea. So if people want to book in for things like this, where do they go? Where's the place that they would?
Yes, so we have our usual office phone number, which is probably the best way to contact us, because you can speak to Charlotte and Charlotte will book in a meeting. But I also have a Calendly link as well, which I'm sure we can publish,
But
can't
yeah,
we? So people can book in. It shows all the available time slot. If it's a 15-minute chat, it should just let you book in. If it's a 45-minute chat, it's just going to ask you 3 or 4 questions, really, really quick questions, just about you and what you want from us. So we have a better understanding of who you are before we speak to you.
I love it. That's a really great idea. I think it's a really an interesting idea, and I think something that's more and more needed. especially right now with where the kind of market and industry is going. It's good that you're kind of prioritizing clients' time and your time, and just kind of putting their mind at ease. So there's people there that can then just figure out if you're the right fit, and if you think they're the right fit for you as well. It's great.
Yeah, I think we have been leaning towards, internet phone calls. But I do think now, especially with the way the market is, people want to know who they're speaking to. They want advice again. And we want to make that easy for you. We don't want to put up barriers. We don't want to ask you, questions if you don't want to answer them. If it really is just a case of, you want to learn a bit more about us, it just makes it a little bit easier for you as a client, really.
I love it. Any parting words before we end this episode?
No, book in your 15-minute chat to learn more about Fiona Conway and Associates.
Absolutely love it. Definitely book it in. The link will be in the bottom.
Thank you very much.